I want to share with you high limit credit cards that pull TransUnion for bad or fair credit.
One in a million, one in a million, one in a million. You know they're coming up to me, cause I'm just the kind of flower that's stinging in the beat, but the rhythm's getting higher. Go, 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 go. One in a million, one in a million, one in a million.
Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweaty Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka. Now let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to share with you high-limit credit cards that pull TransUnion for fair or bad credit. So this is the kind of video you want to watch if you have a high TransUnion credit score. You want to take advantage of credit cards, okay, in that space. Number 5, we have Capital One Platinum. Our score 8/10. Now, historically, Capital One pulls all 3 credit bureaus, but so if you have a high TransUnion FICO score, that's kind of cool also, okay, not a problem. And one thing I want to say is that the Capital One Platinum card is great for average or bad credit, okay. So here are the pros and cons. The pros: you can qualify with average credit, no annual fee, no foreign transaction fees, okay. The cons: you have a high APR that hovers around 27%, and the card has no rewards, okay? So the Capital One Platinum credit card is a solid option for those with average or bad credit. It has no annual fee, and they charge no foreign transaction fees, okay? So this is really good, and we love the fact that the card has no penalty APR for late payments, okay? They have fraud coverage. They have unlimited access to CreditWise, an app that monitors your credit profile for you, and they report to all 3 credit bureaus, okay? So you might want this Capital One Platinum credit card if you don't want to spend on fees, okay? You want to earn the chance to boost your credit limits, and you want to get a report to all 3 major credit bureaus, and you can even pick your monthly due date and payment period, and you can avoid a penalty APR for late payments, okay? You might want a different card if you're looking for rewards, if you're looking for fixed monthly payments, okay? So long story short, is the Capital One Platinum credit card for you? It really depends. If you have fair or bad credit and you have an existing relationship with Capital One, this could be a great card for you because it gives you a chance to earn a higher credit limits after 6 months, because Capital One does this marvelous thing in our view where they automatically review your account, not just after 6 months as all the other credit card issuers do, but after 3 months. So you have a shorter time period to prove to Capital One that you are indeed a financially responsible card holder, and if you do that, they will raise your limit. Number 4, we have Fifth Third Truly Simple. Our score 8.5/10. One thing we love about the Fifth Third Truly Simple card is that it is very flexible, okay? It has a lot of amenities, a lot of perks, and it is a balanced transfer card with a 0% intro APR on purchases and balanced transfers for the first 15 months. Think about that. This is really good, 15 months. And after that, the APR varies from 11.99% to 22.99%, okay? So it is really a balanced transfer card. It has no annual fee. This is really important. And it has no penalty rate also. If you make a late payment, you will not have a penalty rate applied, okay? And there is no annual fee also, okay? But one thing I want to say here is that the Truly Simple card does not offer a rewards program at all. There is a balanced transfer fee of 4% of the amount of the transfer, or $5, whichever is greater. And after the intro rate, you have an APR that goes a little high. Maximum here is 22.99%. Okay. Now, obviously, it depends. The APR you get ultimately will depend on your creditworthiness and other information that you provided during the during the credit card application process. Okay. And one thing I want to say is that when you think about the rates and fees, they're pretty reasonable. Okay, pretty reasonable. $11.99 to $22.99. That's kind of cool compared to the $26.99 that Capital One charges. The Fifth Third Truly Simple is really better, okay? And so you also have zero liability protection. Okay, you can save time at checkout, so you can upload your card to any one of 3 digital wallet solutions. Okay, Google Pay, Apple Pay, and Samsung Pay. You also have MasterCard, access to MasterCard Global Service, which is really good. And so when you think about the truly simple credit card, what are the benefits? Well, you have identity protection, zero liability. Okay, but long story short, this is the card you want for balance transfers. And if you have a large purchase to make, because you have a 0% intro APR for 15 months on balance transfers and purchases. So a card you want to use if you have a big purchase to make, or you're trying to transfer balances from a higher interest credit card to this card. Okay, but it also helps if you have a relationship with Fifth Third Bank. You want to have a relationship with Fifth Third Bank, especially if you have bad credit. If you have stellar credit, you don't need a relationship. But if you have bad credit or fair credit, it would help if you had a relationship first with Fifth Third. Number 3, folks, we have Regions Cash Rewards Visa Signature. Our score 8.8 over 10. This is a great card also, folks. Okay, it's a great card that allows you to actually earn cash back on all purchases. Okay, the APR is kind of high though. The regular APR is kind of high. You're looking at 16.24% to 26.24%. Okay, but actually it's high. But if you're able to pay your full balance every month, you're good to go. Okay, and the one thing I want to say here is that there is an intro purchase APR on this card that's 0% for the first 12 months from account opening date. Okay, it's important. And when we talk about the benefits that I was just talking to you earlier about, the benefits you have, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on all purchases. Okay, you can redeem rewards for a statement credit, direct deposit, or a physical check. It's totally up to you. This card requires a Regions Bank personal checking accounts if you want to apply for the card. Okay, the card has no foreign transaction fee. So my point here is that when you think about the rates and fees, you are looking at rates and fees that are reasonable. But you definitely don't want to carry balances on this card because the fees can be really high. Okay, and you definitely want to make your payments on time, because if not, you might end up paying a lot of cash. For example, the late payment penalty is $39. Okay, so this is something. So if somebody were to ask you, what is this card at a glance? The card allows you to earn 1.5% cash back on every purchase. Okay, and it also has no annual fee and 12 months of 0% intro APR on purchases and balance transfer. So this card is ideal for those who have a personal checking account with Regions Bank and make at least, they make at least $10,000 a year in gross income. If you value a higher starting credit limit than a sign-up bonus, this is good. If you are looking for a supplementary credit card to add to your current lineup, this is also good. Okay, so when you think about this card, you have you can earn cash rewards. Okay, you can redeem your rewards for cash back or a statement credit, not a problem. So if you want to apply, the question is, should you apply? Yes. If you are in a geography that Regions covers and you want to have another card to add to your lineup, and you are financially responsible, and you meet their salary requirements, this is kind of cool. Remember, the salary requirements are pretty low, $10,000 for a year. That's gross income, but the higher the better. The higher your income, the better. But you want to have that relationship with the Regions. Very important. Number 2, folks, we have here Truest Future. Our score 9.2 over 10. So this is a great card. It's a great card because it allows you to have a 0% intro APR for 15 months from account opening date. This is really good. Now, this card does not allow you to have balance transfer, an intro APR on balance transfers. So you don't want to use this for balance transfers. You want to use this for if you have a large purchase to make and you're trying to take care of your liquidity situation. This is a card for you. Okay, so this card has one of the lowest APR of Truist card offerings. It has no annual fee. You can enjoy 15 months of 0% APR. Oh, by the way, on purchases and balance transfers. Okay, so the 0% intro APR does apply to balance transfers. Very important. And you have contactless payments and mobile wallets for faster checkouts, and you have customizable card controls for extra security. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So when we talk about this card, especially the rates and fees, the APR is kind of decent. You are looking at 12.74% to 21.74%. Okay, that's the regular APR. Okay, and this is really good. But they do charge for the balance transfer. They do charge 3% of the amount of each transfer, or $10, whichever is greater. So it's really important to know this. Okay, so this card, the Choice Future, is excellent for those who have an existing credit card balance they want to pay down. They are planning a big ticket purchase. They have good to excellent credit, and they don't want to pay an annual fee. This is great for you. But even if you have bad credit, you can qualify for this card, assuming you have taken care of your financial aspect of things. Very important. Okay, and one thing I also want to say here is that should you apply for the card, we will say definitely yes. Definitely apply for the card, because if you think about all the benefits that the card brings to you, especially if you have a large purchase to make, this is a card that you want to apply for. Okay, and one thing that's very important also is that don't forget to have the Truist relationship. By the way, Truist actually came out of a merger between SunTrust Bank and BB&T. Okay, so this is a large bank. This is a reputable bank. I mean, the brand might be new. Okay, might be unknown to you, but they've been around for decades through their former entities. Okay, so this is really important to mention. And one thing I also want to say here is that if you want to get approved for the Truist Future card fast, you want to apply at a branch. If you live in the vicinity of a Truist Bank branch, please go to that branch and have a conversation with someone so they can process your application faster. And it really helps if you can bring your documents all along with you. Okay, I'm talking about your W-2s, your tax returns, your pay stubs and whatnot, so that they can actually approve you fast. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Finest, yo, Mr. Killer, and call me señorita. I got got me dreaming, my legs up on the ceiling. Oh yeah. I know when he come, he ain't never gonna leave. No. Hit it the night run, that's the way I wanna be. So don't think I'm the one to won't ever be enough.
Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. I'm still having a conversation with you about high-limit credit cards that pull TransUnion for fair or bad credit. Number one, the best of the best in our view. We have U.S. Bank Visa Platinum. Our score 9.6 over 10. So this is a card you want to have. This is not it's a card that is all in one. It is a great card, we believe so. Okay. And if you are thinking about making a large purchase, let's say you want to pay off a large purchase, or you want to transfer balances, this is a card for you. Why? Because you have actually an intro APR, 0%, okay, for 20 billion cycles. Think about it. For purchases and balance transfers, 20 billion cycles, 0%. So this is actually the card that if you are making like a big purchase, whatever, you want to put this on the card and not pay anything for 20 months, go ahead and do it. Okay, so here are the pros and cons. Pros: no annual fee, 0% intro period, and cell phone insurance. Here are the cons: no rewards, requires average to good credit, and no bonus offer. So when you think about this credit card, I want you to think about the fact that, in terms of the card basics, this is a 0% APR, low interest, balance transfer card. Okay, as I said before, 20 billion cycles. That's great. There's no annual fee, but there is a balance transfer fee of 3% or $5 minimum, whichever is greater. Okay, the card doesn't have a lot of benefits. Really important to mention that it doesn't have no benefits. The only benefits are the ability to do balance transfers and to do a 0% intro purchases. That's what it is. Okay, and there are some pitfalls and the possibilities with the card. Now, the card, as I said before, does not offer rewards. So if you're looking for a rewards credit card, I think you should look for another card. Okay, so is the U.S. Bank Visa Platinum card right for you? Yes, If you are looking to do a balance transfer, yes. If you're looking to make a big purchase, yes. If you have a family situation where you cannot be fast enough, well, listen, this card could be great for you, okay? Because it gives you the possibilities that you need. It gives you the information that you need. So the bottom line is the U.S. Bank Visa Platinum is our top-rated credit card when it comes to high limits credit cards that pull TransUnion for fair or bad credit. So U.S. Bank Visa Platinum 9.6 over 10. Let me actually have a little conversation before we close today's talk. And how do you apply for a credit card that pulls TransUnion and get approved? Okay, well, you first want to make sure that your TransUnion record is accurate. This is really important. This is a prerequisite. Okay, this is really what it is. This is the foundational elements here. Make sure it is accurate. Make sure it is complete. It is updated. Okay, and so you need to know your credit score and what it means. Okay, you need to think about your needs. What are your needs? You need a credit card for travel and entertainment. Do you want a credit card for, let's say, for grocery purchases, for everyday expenses? Why do you need a credit card for? Okay, this is important, and you want to learn about the credit card terms. I'm talking about the annual fee, the APR, the balance transfer, the cash advance, penalty fees, rewards rate, foreign transaction fees, welcome bonus. You might be thinking, I know these things already, but hey, listen, for the specific credit card issuer that you are about to sign with, maybe their terms are different. Maybe they're using different words, they're using different things, they're saying different things differently, but you have to be able to familiarize yourself with those important topics, okay? And also check for pre-approval. So is the credit card that you want to apply for, do they offer pre-approval? If they do, this is really great, because then you can preserve your FICO score and you don't have to lose 5 or 10 points. So this is very good. Be prepared for your credit to be impacted after you apply. So whereas pre-approval does just do a soft pull and does not impact your credit score, an actual approval process will have to involve hard inquiry on your credit score, and this could be detrimental for you if you have some issues, if you have some kinks in your closet, some skeletons in your closet. This could be a problematic thing to think about, and you want to determine a repayment strategy. So what I'm trying to say here is that getting the high limit credit card is one thing, but you need to prove to the lender that you have a system in place where you are repaying the credit card. Okay, so this is really important, and you can actually do this at a branch by showing your pay stubs, for example, by showing your financial statements from another bank, for example, by showing you can actually show a lot of stuff that basically makes sure that helps you get the credit card that you need and deserve. And here are our pro tips. Okay, if you really want to get a credit card approved real fast, you want to gather the necessary information. And when I'm talking about making sure that when you go to the issuer, you have all the information that you need, okay? And so I'm talking about your full legal name, your date of birth, your address, your social security number, your annual income. When we talk about annual income, we're speaking about what? We're speaking about your W-2s, your paycheck, for example, okay? Your 1099 if you are self-employed, okay? Your tax returns also, okay? And remember that all kinds of income may apply, okay? It can be spousal support, it could be alimony, it can be social security, retirement checks, okay? Whatever it is, you have to put that so that the credit card issuer or the lender can make an informed decision when they decide to reject you or approve you. This is really important. And so you want to choose a method to apply, and you want to follow the associated steps. A lot of folks want to apply for a credit card online, which is fine. Okay, I mean, you can go to the issuer's website, you can actually enter your information, and you can pray that the algorithm takes care of you. That's what it is, okay? Or you can try to apply with, you can apply in person, which is what we recommend actually the folks do. So you are able to apply in person. You want to have a conversation with the banker. You want to understand their policies. You want to understand how to actually abide by those policies. And this is what it is, okay? You can also apply over the phone. Yeah, you can apply over the phone, and you just pick up the phone and just have a conversation with the credit card rep, and they will take care of you. Okay, this is really important. Or you can apply it through the mail. I'm talking about the USPS mail. If you receive an offer through the mail, and if you don't have time or you are not familiar with the internet, you can actually apply. You can reply through the mail. Okay, you can send them your information, the whatever they requested from you. You can send it back to them and ask them to confirm the receipt. Okay, usually we recommend that people send very important documents to the UPS requesting receipt. Requesting receipt. Okay, this is really important for the long run. Okay, so the bottom line here is that you have 4 ways to request to apply for a credit card. You can go to the issuer's website. You can apply in person. You can apply over the phone or through the mail. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was talking to you about credit card that pull TransUnion for fair credit or bad credit. But before I do the recap, please check out this credit card evaluation approach. It tells you about our approach when it comes to credit card evaluation, listing, and categorization. Thank you so much. Number 1 here, we are speaking about the high limits credit cards that pull TransUnion for fair or bad credit. Number 1, US Bank Platinum, Visa Platinum, 9.6 over 10. Number 2, we have a Trust Future, not Trust, Truest Future, 9.2 over 10. Number 3, we have here Regions Cash Rewards, Visa Signature, an 8.8 over 10. Number 4, we have Fifth Third Truly Simple, 8.5 over 10. Number 5, we have here Capital One Platinum, 8 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.